Hello everyone, how y'all doing? Welcome to another live stream, or an ACMR session more likely. So today we're doing some more Demozoo maintenance, and we're actually going through all of the groups that exist on Demozoo that don't have a Poet link, but have a production that is listed on Poet. In this case, beating bytes. I'm gonna look for this, and it doesn't list beating bytes. Maybe beating bytes doesn't exist at all. It doesn't. So yep, it's missing on Poet. So I could either create it and add the thing. This one also doesn't seem to exist there. It's only a single pack, so I don't think I'm gonna bother. It's interesting that there's a music or beating bytes for the group itself. I guess they don't know who from the group did exactly that, the music. They just credit the group. Okay. Anyways, this one I could create it on Poet, but I don't really care when it's a small group with little entries. Beatless. Let's see if this one exists on Poet. Not this one. What about this one? This one does. Beatless. Even has a Demozoo page here. And it's the wrong beatless. So there are two beatless groups, Commodore 64 and Amiga one. And it's wrongly credited. Go back to that one. So this is the Amiga one. C64 one. Actually, the C64 one should have C64 link as well. So I'm gonna search for that. STP. And just to make sure that the Commodore 64 group is not the same as the Amiga group. If CSTP would open. Yes, it does open. Beatless, Captain Rock, mostly Danish, Netherlands group. Oh, this one's okay. This one, only summer is wrong. So there should be another beatless group created here. If it exists. It does not. Let's create one. Now I'm talking about the Amiga. Amiga Swedish group, I guess. Mostly Swedish. And I can already add the STP and the Demozoo ID. Here. And there's this one single production that is wrongly associated, which is this one. I'll copy this ID because I think I'm gonna need it. Okay, already existed. That's good. Okay, at least that's fixed on Poet's side, which wasn't my aim, but it is what it is. Next. I'm gonna skip through the persons, unless it has like a lot of productions that are wrong. I'm just gonna focus on the groups. Benji Soft. It's like a game thing. Sorry. Okay. Here it is. It says Benji, not Benji Soft. Is it the same? No, it's not. But Benji is a part of Benji Soft. Okay. So there's a link for Benji, but there's not a group. There's not a link for Benji Soft, which is his group. And the productions on Poet are linked to Benji directly. Do we care? I think we don't care. Doesn't even have all the productions. Yeah, I think we just don't care. Just badly assigned on Poet. They assign directly to the person. Maybe the intros are a one-person project. That would justify why it's assigned. But there's no info file as well because it's Atari production. There's no YouTube capture to check the scroller, and I'm too lazy to set up the emulator. So let's leave it as it is and move on to something else. Beeflow Trip. This sounds like moniker from Below Trip. Yeah, by VC and Osfe. So yeah. So it's Below Trip and Flow combined. That's Beeflow Trip. They officially say it's... Here it's separated, but the official name is both of them together. As a joke or something. Yep. I think it should be separated and this one deleted. Although it was created by VZ himself, so apparently he wanted that. But then I guess I can put Flow and Below Trip as subgroups. It'll be a bit of a mess on the rest of the stuff. No. Not very happy. Would prefer to create the two proper group names separately, because there's no way of aliasing a single group to be corresponding to two groups on Demozoo right now. Well, I'll leave it as it is now. Next we have Bit Killers. Estos, Bit Killers. There are two groups called Bit Killers, and they are being mistaken by one another on Poet. So first let's check Morphea's info file to make sure this one is correctly assigned to this. Seems like by the credits, it seems like it's the Norwegian one. See if there's any contribution to the gathering. Snicker of Bit Killers. And Snicker is listed here, and Snicker is the Norwegian guy. Okay, so the problem is Poet again. And both of them were active around the same time and everything. I'm left in doubt if they, but in the 90s it wasn't very common for groups to be that international, so I really think it's two separate groups. Let's take a look at the notes from Note. Read this now. Okay, let's read it. Wish there was a preview here, but apparently that's not doable on Hornet's Mirror or something. Bee killers, bee killers, bee killers. Didn't I extract it? Apparently not. Bee killers. Let's check the file ID. NONO. So something is definitely wrong here. This note file is from the Norwegian bit killers. Gangster. This is the Hungarian one, and this is the Norwegian one. So note is wrongly assigned. I'm going to fix that. And now it should be correctly assigned. Yes. So, so the Poet link, all of these productions are actually related to the, are actually the Norwegian versions of Bit Killers. And the question is, do they really use the BKS moniker, or is the Hungarian Bit Killers that use the BTK moniker? So let's take a look at this file again. There's BKS note, so seems like they use it. And read this, no BKS here. Very curious. So it's definitely a separate group, and Hungarian only, also named BKS. So both of them are called BKS. But this Bit Killers is all together, not Bit Space Killers like the other one was. Okay, so Hungarian ones, Bit Killers, all one word. Norwegian ones, where are they? Here. Also BKS. And they are Norwegian. And these are Hungarian. So, what's wrong with this thing? The Poet link goes to the Norwegian ones. And the Demozoo link here goes to the Hungarian ones. So both of them are wrong. Okay, let's fix it. This, delete, submit, go to the Norwegian one, submit, and I'm gonna point the Poet one. To the proper BKS. Okay. I'm wondering if the Hungarian one actually released anything besides music. Well, okay, that's fixed. Not the fix I wanted to do, but it's a fix nonetheless. Close all this crap. Move on to the next one. Oh, BitKillers is done. Next up, Black Power. I'm gonna clean this up before we proceed. Black Power. Only did a single music disc. And there is a group. So I guess we can put it here. We really need to say that it's French if there is no other Black Power. Yeah, single one that exists. So, okay. And what about Janeway? Doesn't exist in Janeway. I need to report to the Janeway people. Black Power music. Shouldn't be music, should be group. Do any of these guys have Janeway links? Nope. Nope. Oh. Where's the music is being grabbed from? Boing Ball. I can search for that Black Power 192 ADF. Maybe I'll find that. Was this 192? 9,900. 1992. Curious what's this D side as well. If it's somehow related or not. Come on. Nothing, but there's was an option to search the file name, include file names. It's this, which is not on by default, stupidly enough. To do like a short way to search stuff directly with file names on. A user script of some sort. But I haven't bothered yet. Come on, give me the results. Nothing. So it doesn't exist. Okay. I'll just let Cool and Asli know. And hope they add it eventually. Let's move on to something else. And then we have black box. Oh, I shouldn't have deleted that. Wanted to take a look. No, of course it doesn't cache. Why would you cache something when you need it cached? Black box. Black box resource subhub focusing on health and resource subgroup. Okay. That's cool. Can we have? Yeah, it probably doesn't exist on demos on Poet. Black box. Nope. Just shows resource. Black box PC. I think this is, yeah, too new to be the same black box. This black box is person of some sort. Yeah, it's another thing. So can put Poet here. Doesn't exist on Poet. So fuck it. So not related to that other. The other thing was French. So not related. Okay. Moving on. So nothing I can do for black box. What about Black Brothers? Too many groups. Probably doesn't have full listing on Poet, but let's check anyways. Yes, it does. Black Brothers. No Demozoo link. Can add that. I mean, the information is known for these ID connections. They could code a system to automatically get. It's not even needed a system. It's a single query. You just download the entire Demozoo thing, and you can figure out the query to export all the changes required to add the Demozoo IDs to the Poet productions. Because Demozoo itself is doing that work. Weekly, there's already a grab from all the productions on Poet listing all the IDs of all the stuff that is there. So it's just a matter of doing the opposite to fill out the database on Poet. Just never been done. So people still need to do it manually and wait for someone to approve. And it's bound to have mistakes in it because people type the wrong number instead of copy pasting, or they copy paste forgetting one of the digits. It's not the first time that I've been through some productions on Poet, and like the CSDB link is slightly wrong because like one digit is wrong. Person just saw the number, tried to memorize the number, wrote it wrong. Happened multiple times. I found like at least half a dozen. So yeah. And like no one really checks that. No one is going through all the links, clicking everything, seeing if it's working or not. So it's really hard to catch. Anyways, moving on. Black Death. Black Death. Black Death doesn't have any file attachments. It just says bit95. Oh, does bit95 have like all the entries inside? Uh, 4K competition entries, yeah, all of them. So, I'm gonna trust that this is by Black Death. Who added this? Sense install. Sense install usually gets the stuff right. It was even lost at some point and then refound. Another way to check if the name is correct without actually playing the track or playing the demo is to Look at screenshots, look at YouTube if it exists, or check the results. Official results file. Although sometimes the results file are also wrong, but yeah. Aluminum by Black Death. So officially it should be called Black Death. It's not listed that here because I guess the group doesn't exist and SSInstall was too lazy to create it when he added, or didn't know the information and then was just left groupless. So let's create it real quick. Wrong button. Name of the person? No. That would have been nice to know. Like the name of the coder to add it as a member. If it's the only production by him. But I'm too lazy to run this on. It's 4K from the 90s. Probably doesn't have much text in it. But would expect to say at least Black Death. Maybe the name of the person who coded it. I assume it's a one-person job. Let's try to run it. Oh, so Black Death is actually a person. So that changes some things. First, we have to search if there are no other Black Deaths, because that person might already exist. Black Death type person. Senior. Yes. Black Death from anemia staff. What this is? Polish Black Death. Could have been a Polish person. So this seems to be like a Commodore 64 graphics, Commodore 64 group. So I'm going to search on CSDB if it is or not. Senior named Black Death. That's not what I want. Underground. Wait, there is a senior Black Death. That's the one that I did want. Polish? No, Canadian. What about the other one? This one. United States. No. That? No. I mean, he might never have released anything. And only his group mate released something. What was his group name's? Group mate's name? Zoltan. Does Zoltan have a CSDB? Yes, he does. Is underground listed here? Of course it's not. That would have been way too easy. But my feeling is that it probably is not the same person. So I will need to create another Black Death. Huh? Didn't this one say paralysis as well? No, pentagram. Okay. I mean, when you don't know the identity of the person, you're supposed to create a different identity anyways. So I'm just following the guidelines in that regard. Hey Nelson, how's it going? Welcome to the ASMR stream of Demozoo Maintenance. So yes, I'm gonna convert this Black Death into a senior. Because I have that information. And in that regard, the wet link should be proper. We'll need to create another Black Death is not a sentence you'd normally want to hear. Yep. That's how we roll. I need to sleep, yeah. Doing maintenance on Demozoo always makes me sleepy as well, so hopefully the ASMR will be good enough to lull you to bed. Anyways, moving on from Black Death, let's go on to Black Knights. Black Knights did a crack throw. And they do exist as the Black Knights. Maybe it's another group. Okay, so now we need to check if these Black Knights are different from the Black Knights. And for that, I will need to open every single of the profiles. Close this, I don't need it. I do need this opened. So the question is the Amiga Black Knights the same as the Commodore 64 Black Knights? Are they also from Belgium? TBK, TBK. Active around 87. And these were active afterwards, so might be the same group that moved to... not much information on that. That moved to Amiga, but might also be someone completely different. More likely, completely different group. So... what this means is that this is probably wrong, and I need to create another Black Knights group on Puet. More often than not, it's Puet that is wrong. People just stopped caring at some point. No, I do not. I mean the Amiga Black Knights. And I have Demozoo ID, the list. And if I go to this listing, these guys are actually the other Black Knights, the Amiga ones. Demozoo ID already there. Seems good. I so hate that I don't see the changes immediately. I'm so used to when I was admin of Puet and it would just be there. Just waiting for the mods, and then there's always someone who is accepting or rejecting stuff without really knowing all the context, because it's impossible to put full context, and they just reject stuff, and I will never pay attention to it again, and it will just be left broken. But fuck it, I'm focusing on Demozoo anyways, so fuck that shit. Black Maiden from Poland. There was another Black Maiden from Germany, wasn't there? This is weird. Demo from the 1980s, not listed on, well, weird URL to get stuff, so maybe that's why. Anyways, what? Search for this name. What about Death 2? Death 2 definitely exists. Very nice cover, very 90s. It was added by me. Ah, that's amazing. Porn mag, not a disc mag. Oh my god. Well, that was worth adding to the database. But clearly needs people give a shit like you do. Yeah. Yeah, they do. It's more or less being maintained as is. I mean, there are a few people who still do stuff on Puet regularly. I see Kiops, Hitchhiker, Sense Install, fixing stuff all the time there. But, I mean, going through all the productions and standardizing stuff, no one bothers to do that. And just Garguy keeping it afloat, and Havoc raising his morals to people who ask questions. So yeah, Basha from Black Maiden. So this definitely looks like it is a group called Black Maiden. That's clear enough, despite my Polish being a little non-existent. And I guess this is greetings to Hiv of Scum, Garfield, YPC, Simon King, Zoom. I recognize some of these names. Corpic, Melkor. So greetings to those on a porn disc mag. Okay. And no clue what this is. More greetings, maybe? I could Google Translate for the sake of, I don't know. Polish, 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 Polish. Greetings from the abbot. Okay. So, the question is, do we care to add Black Maiden to Poet, considering that it's duplicate of the German Black Maiden, and the productions from the Polish Black Maiden are not listed here anyways? They're listed without any group affiliation. So I think we should just not care. What about the other one? That's one. Polish disc mag. I mean, a lot of group people for doing a porn mag. Tetno. Is this still active? Probably not. Yeah. Looks like an FTP site. Okay. I think no one will really miss it if it's not. Maybe they're photographers. Yeah. Sure. Let's move on. Let's move on to Black Rainbow. I remember Black Rainbow, fake group from Hungary. That does resonate. And they have a group created here. Oh, because there's a real Black Maiden and a Black Rainbow and a fake Black Rainbow. And this one was from the fake Black Rainbow. I think that's what the distinguishing part is. Yeah, fake PC. So just nostalgia balls in particular are the fake ones. And everything else is from the other Black Rainbow. Let's search. Yeah, there's a real one and a fake one and an Atari one. It's like in the middle between the fake and the real, we have Atari. So I don't know the story behind Nostalgia Balls. I have no way to check if it's really true or not. I also can't check if Oak is a real person or not. I would probably need to... So did Macro Hard? Lost? So I guess on this party in particular... No, it's two parties. Flag and... No, it's all in Rage. Okay, so on Rage 98 in particular, someone created this fake guy, or this guy called Oak created a fake version of Black Rainbow, released an intro, a lamer demo, and a couple of graphics. And it's not related to the original Black Rainbow, which is this one. Yeah. No Oak listed here. Maybe it's one of them under another name. Maybe it was someone else that just wanted to make a joke on them. So the problem is here the demo is listed Nostalgia Balls. Nostalgia Balls, yep, it's listed on the wrong one. Do people care? No, only one person noticed. So I don't even know if the Black Rainbow fake is really fake or not. We'll need to check with a Hungarian person to know that for sure. That was active back then, so I don't think I'm gonna care. I'm gonna leave it as it is and move on to something else. Black Valley. What? Black Valley is the party. There's also a group called Black Valley. Because I mean, if I mean, Menace is part of Demozoo, and he accepted this, so I guess it's fine. But then they probably should be included as. I'm looking to see if I can see who author Menace and Susan Cruson. Who added Black Valley was Menace himself. So Menace is on board with that. That's cool. We should probably add Black Valley as organizers of the party, Black Valley. Just saying, because they probably are. I don't know. I'll poke Menace about that later. Actually, I'll poke him about it now. Okay, moving on to something else, but I'm guessing on Puet it's not listed as Black Valley, listed as something else. No thing, so there's nothing to assign it to. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. Close, 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 close. Next. Next we have a black bag. A lot of stuff for the Nintendo 64. Interesting. And there is no Puet group for this? Yes, there is. There is only a single production, but there is. There are more. No one added these. There was only Rip J, Ray J intro, Psychedelic. None of these have been added to Demozoo. Oh, there. We don't even have the download for them, which is annoying. This one exists. This one should be on Puet at least. I would assume that all the productions released in the 90s would be on Puet, but apparently not. Yep, doesn't seem to be listed. Presence of Mind 98. Nope. Anyways, did my job, added Puet here. This one is correct. There's a lot of productions missing on Puet side, even a BBS Interesting. It'd be cool to have a website for them so we could download the proper files for stuff that is missing. But hopefully someone will find these missing things. I mean, I'm guessing that this one is not linked because it hasn't been ripped yet. Like, Ostel also probably has the file with illegal stuff and has to rip the intro itself before he makes it available. Oh yeah. Well, Nintendo 64 not my domain. I do know more seniors that do Nintendo 64 stuff though. I could ask Boo if he has that and make that available. Anyways, moving on. Blade, Finnish Amiga demo group from the previous version. Anal Nation 2. Okay. Hi Blade. That's strange. 3 intros here and only 1 here. Something is not correct. Could be that it's missing from Demozoo. That can also happen. Nope, I think there is another group called Blade. So we have to search Blade, type group. Blade PC art group, I guess, not Commodore 64. Two links are Poet. Beyond the Horizon, BTH, which is a disc mag, and I guess it was released by Blade. And the other one is for Blade, the art group. So there's a Blade art group and there's a Blade non-art group. There's still two intros here that don't seem to match. So there's another Blade group. Is that it? Blade intro sin. What about this one? What is the file name like? Oh, there's a Blade and Blade FE. So at least on Amiga Scene Archive, they know the distinguishment between both of them. And both of them apparently are Amiga. So they should be listed here. There's not just Amiga, there's Amiga FE and Blade something else. Why is it giving me... Because it's searching inside the description of the group as well, not just the name of the group. But I think it prioritizes the name of the group first. The Blade Runners, could this be the other Blade? TBR, no sin intro, doesn't look like it. Well, let's try searching by file name. Blade intro sin. Blade intro sin. Come on, please exist. Please, pretty please. Sugar on top. Come on. Come on. Is correct, and it is another Blade. Which nationality is this Blade from? Also Finnish? Well, that's not useful. What? There are two groups called Blade, both of them from Finland, but different. One from 93 and the other one from 91. So this one is older. I mean, it could be the same group that was reformed or came back to being active. Pseudo active in 93. Maybe this is just wrong here on this database, and Pseudo is actually from this incarnation of the group. Who knows? Let's take a look where he participated in this, because if all the entries are released in 91-90, how the hell is Pseudo listed as a member in 93? At least that is wrong. There's really no indication of how do people know that Pseudo was in Blade. At least not on Janeway. Maybe some disk Mac has that information, something like that. What to do? Known as active in 1990-93. Then we have the other one, which is just active in 93. I mean, maybe they're the same group. Despite being separated in Janeway. Oh my god, I wish the websites were faster. Fucking hell. Okay, intro by Vision in 91 greeted them. So they were greeting the old blade, so still left unknown if the old blade are the same as the new blade or not. Yeah, I think some information here is wrong. Not sure what, how, can't fundament it, but I think this pseudo guy, either he was not in Blade or he was in the other Blade that was active in 93, because all the other members were active from 1990 to 91. And it's only the other Finnish Blade that was active in 93, and it's completely different members. All of them again Finnish, none of them German. So maybe this pseudo guy was involved in the new Blade some way. Anyways, I have no way to know that without digging deep into disc mags and stuff like that. Find like an interview with some of the guys, maybe like Duster or someone. Jolly Roger is a more famous active person. Like, usually texters give more interviews, so it's easier to find interview on them. And that would, they usually ask, you know, when you joined, what was your scene career, and they usually say when, what year they formed the group on. And that helps narrow down if it's the same kind of group or a remake of the group. Not much information on these guys though. So what can I do in practical terms? Formed by previous members of Poorsoft. I mean, maybe Poorsoft joined the Blade that already existed, and they became the main active part of Blade. Like this track is assigned to the wrong Blade, I guess. Notice right there. It's not this Blade, it's this Blade. No, it's not this Blade either. Oh, that, yeah, because there, we didn't make the separation. Okay, so I need to find another production by Blade, if this exists or not. Code by Elwood? Really? Interesting. I'm getting lost on what I'm supposed to do. I need two blades side by side. This is another completely different blade, which is not the blade that we want. So this is the Amiga blade. I'm going to call it Amiga 93. And this guy, Topaz, was from the old blade, probably. Here it is, from the old blade, exactly. So we need to search if there is another blade, Amiga blade. PCR group, Commodore 64. Are the Commodore 64 also active on Amiga? No, they're not. They're group. Blade runners from Atari. Blades of Steel, probably not. Sounds like something like a distribution group of some sort. So there is no other blade? listed. So I have to make a decision if I will create another blade the same way that it's on Janeway, or if I'm going to put everything on the same one as it is on Poet. And I'm leaning towards Janeway. Blade and axe. Could this be related in some way? Probably not. Probably blade is a person here. No, blade and axe is a group. Okay. Does blade and axe include blade? Minutes. Open the page. The Blade Runners are not related, and they're even older, so not related. Close this. Blade Art Group related. Only thing known about this is Zombie 93. Okay, so probably not related. Are these Blade Runners the same as those Blade Runners? Probably not. This one's related to the USA. So I guess I have to create another blade. What about this Topaz guy? What group is a member of? No blade here. He is the correct from the previous blade, right? Let's check real quick. Site would fucking open. Just old blade. This is a new blade. Topaz, active from 1994. Blade from 1991. Coma, Rise, Parallax, Scrapers, Amaze. Steep. Still be the same group or not? Would have to ask some Finnish people who are active back then. Confirm what happened to Blade, if anyone remembers. So, what will I do? I will create another group here, including for Topaz. So I can create a group from here. Add it here. This blade is a new blade. Add a new group called blade. I'm gonna go here. It's not this one. It's not this one. This one is the already existing one. I want to create the old one. The 90s one. Okay. And now we have two productions on Poet that might not be listed at all on Demozoo. And Topaz was also part of Blade. I can add that. The old Blade. Sign intro and triple sinus. Sign intro, we had already found it, which was another production. Oh, actually, huh? And triple sinus is the sign intro. So it's, oh my god, what a mess. Elwood's demo. And Bobik calls it triple sinus, and on Janeway they call it demo. So that probably might exist somewhere. Anyways, let's search for Elwood, for example. I'm listed as a member of RNO on Demozoo, but I was never in RNO. They just used some music from me in one prod. That's easy to fix. I mean, there are some people who, you know, once you go into a group, once you do a production for a group, you are always a member of the group. I mean, you could have fixed that yourself. Just go here, Rave Network Scan, remove from group, and that's it. The credits on the productions remain as it is. It's here. Bastard 50%. Was this the one? So my main question right now is that, is this Elwood the famous Elwood, or is this some other random Elwood? Because I assume there were a lot of Elwoods back then. Let's search Elwood. Type Scener. Yep, French Elwood, Finnish Elwood, which, considering that it has a very similar thing to Topaz, is probably the same guy. There's another Finnish Elwood. There are two Finnish Elwoods. Horizon Coma and Loom. And we're looking for the one that was part of Horizon Coma, was also in Blade. So this guy was also in Blade. The 91's one, I think he left at some point. Done. And now, simple is not it. Where is this page? This page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 productions, and here we only list 4. So it's exactly the 2 ones that are missing from Blade. Which is Demo and another production. Demo and another production. So I'm gonna add those. And I'm gonna add the put link. Well, I don't know if I should be separating these or not. And if I am separating into which one? So don't know what to do. I'll put it on both for now, and eventually someone will separate it once they realize which one is which, or which one they want to assign to which. Anyways, Blade here, I should be able to create, but it won't list. Usually when there's a Poet link assigned, if I go to maintenance, there's a specific page where you list all the groups that have this group name here and their productions. But I think if I just add it now, I have to wait a full week for it to show up there. Okay, bye Zeron. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. So here there should be no Blade. Yeah, Blade is missing, which sucks. Sucks because I have a specific... Actually, I wonder if I put the ID of Blade here, does it directly do the page even if it's not listed on the group? Probably not. Oh, it does. Amazing. That's really cool. So I can just add these two really easy, even though the titles are fucking weird. And I'm gonna use the Janeway titles because they're usually more correct. Just the fact that triple sinus is actually called sign intro on here is already mind-boggling. And you should always try to follow the file name. In my experience, that's the best connection. Intro syn in this regard. So I really don't know what to call this. I mean, I would call it intro syn, but then they call it another production, which is probably the first thing that shows up when you play the thing. And here they call it sign intro instead of intro syn. So fuck me if I know. I'm gonna call it intro syn and fuck it. So where is it? Here. And I'm gonna associate the link. What's this one? Yes. Okay, now I have to select the correct blade, which is the group blade Amiga 91. And while I'm here, I guess I can also add the credits available. Here. Elwood doing code. Okay. Yeah, this is a musician Elwood. And this is the coder Elwood. Okay. That makes sense. This is correct so far. Okay. So intro syn, I called Elwood, then graphics by a guy called Inquisitor. Does he exist? No. Inquisitor of Stellar? Is that the same guy? Let's take a quick look. Janeway. The site was fucking open in a timely manner. Here we go. Known as a member of Blade. No other affiliations. It might actually be the same guy from Stellar. But on Janeway they separate. They have another person for that. So I'm going to create another scener to be coherent with that. They did graphics. And he's a member of Blade as well. So I'm going to add that. And eventually, if someone figures out that both blades are the same, they can merge both groups later on. So this is done. Credits for Morningstar. Already exists. Need to double check that he's Finnish person. The same 32417. 32417, yes, it is the same person. I think he's a member of Blade. Let's see. Yeah, because it says right there. So Blade 91. I assume he's no longer active. And he's from Finland. And Elwood also did text. And then we had Blazer doing music. Double check that it's the same Blazer from the Silence, etc. Yes, it is. So that is correct. So this one should be fine. Close it for now. We're missing one more, which is triple sinus, which is actually called Elwood's demo. Elwood's demo. I'm just gonna call it Elwood's demo. Sometimes what I also do is call it Elwood's demo triple sign. Because if someone is looking for it as triple sinus, this helps find it. Although, why the hell is it called triple sinus? I have no clue. So I don't know. December 1990, we can add that. Not sure if I added the date on the previous one. 90, and we also have January link that we can add. And it's part of the 91 Amiga blade. This. Okay, so credits for this are Elwood, Topaz, Gold, Topaz for music, Copperhead for graphics. Did the same Copperhead. From Uvascula 3968. 3968, it is the same, that is correct. And he's also a member of Blade. Also did text. Inquisitor also did graphics and text. Graphics, text. Same Inquisitor. Member of Blade, so I guess it is. We're missing January link. What else? Bongo. Guy called Bongo. Which there's already a finished Bongo. Is it the same? I'm going to assume that it is and then check. Bongo. Also member of Coma, so likely the same because it seems most of people from Blade ended up joining Coma, or a few of them. Blade. 1. Double check if there's any other group affiliations. Nope. Swapper. Okay. What else? We have Cider. Some graphics as well. So I'm gonna add that as well. And Cider is not from Blade. He doesn't exist at all. He's a Finnish, so I'm gonna create it. Graphics, add. Look at his page. I think I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go directly here. Well, I know that he's Finland. And I don't know anything else. Okay, I can live with that. I don't care. And apparently he was not part of the group at the time. So, okay, we're good. Refresh. This is done. Refresh. This is the wrong blade, but it's fine. Come on. Very last one. Okay. These two and music by Topaz. Seems correct according to Janeway. So I think we're done. Close all this. Done with Blade. Now on to Blast. So Blast, more recent group for the Sega Master System, and no one bothered doing the Poet group for it. Yes, they did. Just no one bothered adding it on Demozoo. Okay, let's add it now. one done. What else? Blaze, 3 groups called Blaze. Oof, well, that's gonna be fun. And a single one on Puet, so something definitely wrong here. And it's mostly Commodore 64 and mixed with Amiga stuff. So first, let's see all 3 blazes. This is the Amiga from Poland, and there's another Amiga. Oh, there are 2 blazes from Commodore 64, and there's 1 Amiga from Poland, which is the one that did the Amiga, that did the Amiga stuff. Okay, so these are supposed to be. Addy Book is the German one. So Addy Book is the German one. What about Jail Trellis? And of course the rest is from the other one. There's no Jail Trellis here at all, which is even weirder. Don't tell me it's another Blaze. Blaze from Germany. So Jail Trellis should be listed here, but it's not. Okay. So what are we going to do? We're going to make sure we separate Puet into 3 different ones so we can assign them. CSTB points to the German one. So that's the one we're going to keep as German. So we need to create Swiss Blaze. Party proclamation, blah, blah, a lot of entries here. So I think some of them will be listed here. Either Madica or meeting demo. None of them actually seem to be listed there. Okay, that's fine. Wait, some German members here as well. Are those correct or are those mixed? Jima, that's correct. Andrax. Okay, so they're both Swiss and German, but they were active in 89, while the other Blaze were mostly active in 90 somethings. Okay. Just say put 91 here just so it's clearer which ones we are referring to. Because these are not really like purely German and the other ones are not purely Swiss either. So that's just the origin country. Anyways, we need to split these at least in 2. The Swiss one doesn't need to be split. So this one is for the German. Commodore 64, DE, and I'm happy with that. So this is for the German, which is this one. I'm gonna put here. And I'm gonna put this here. Okay. German one is done. Now for creating the Polish Amiga one. And I do have a Demozoo ID for that. Now I need to go to all of these productions. There are Amiga and change them to the other group. Hypertension. Then we have extension is done. We have Mega Light Gallery 92. Mega Light Gallery 92. The other Blaze and Demozoo ID. Done. Musica. Already has a put link. Is it correct? It is, but it's missing the Demozoo link here. Okay. So copy this. Musica with the wrong group name and missing the Demozoo ID. Ba-bum. Okay, Musica is done. And Overvision. Overvision here. Yes, we do. Missing the poet link. And now I copy this ID and I add it to the poet link while I fix the group name. Okay, so that should be Blaze fixed. No, Unreal, there's one more. Unreal, it's also here. Okay, already has a poet ID. Probably missing the Demozoo ID. Oh no, it already has Demozoo ID. Is it correct though? Yes, it is. Okay. Wrong group name though. Now it's correct. Blaze. Okay, and done. So these are probably all from Blaze German. So I'm not gonna care about adding a Blaze Switzerland. The productions are added on Puet, are added on Demozoo. They just don't exist on Puet because no one bothered adding them there. I can live with that. I'm not gonna add them onto it. Okay, so we're done with Blaze, all three of them, which is good. So this is done. What else? Blister stuff. Blister staff was an EMAG back then, and there is no group assigned to it. Either I create the group or I don't care. I think I'm not gonna care. Blizzard. NPC group, listing BBS stores. So which is the poet? Blizzard information? The poet. And it says Blizzard. Even has Demozoo here. Is it another Blizzard? So they have the Blizzard info is from the wrong Blizzard group, according to Demozoo. Let's check if this is correct. I mean, it could be this file in particular that is on the wrong place. But PPE seems that it's board stuff. Not crack throw stuff. Member list, roots, facts, positive pain. Facts and positive pain. So it is correctly assigned. It's just wrongly assigned on Poet once again. There's another Blizzard. Yamika Blizzard. Also unrelated. So we need to create a third Blizzard. I guess I should follow the same. Okay. And this production in particular is the wrong Blizzard. This one. Demozoo ID is correct. Okay, that should fix that. Did I put, oh yeah, I can put that. Put this link here. It's already assigned. Okay. Couple more. And then I'll call it a night. Blood share. Group is ignored on Poet. And blood share and depth. So actually it's wrong on Demozoo as well. It should be listing depth as well. According to the official info file. That's what matters. Actually, if I have this open, can I correct the... I'll complete the credits. Code graphics text. Programming by Collabs. Music by Lucas and Rob. Lucas is not listed at all. It is correct, Lucas. From Bloodshare and Focus Design, yes. Music by Lucas and Rob. Graphics by Collabs. And Gordon of Depth. Come on. Come on. Which one is Garden of Depth? Ugh. Search for depth and hope there's a garden there. What other groups is Gordon in? Come on. He's in depth and globe. So let's see if he exists on globe, on Demozoo. Doesn't. And we can just create it. Globe the group. There is no globe group. There is here. It's like a one-member group. Not very, without any releases. Yes. Okay, so that's the problem. Okay, so no garden exists. Let's create him. I don't know. I have no clue if it's selective or not. Garden. G here, and he's from Denmark and also in globe. And I should copy this link while I'm here. And globe is a new group as well. Yay. What was I editing? Henning. The garden now should exist. Yep. And he did graphics. Binner seems to be an older handle. That's a nice... See here the credits. Picture with Binner signature and Terminator 3 by Gordon of Depth. So Gordon is actually Binner. Oh, which is really cool to know. Do we have any information on Binner already on the database? No. What about on Janeway? Not it. What about here? This is Janeway. Binner. Let's search for a Binner. Searching off screen. Actually put it here. Doesn't really matter much. Paul Grabiner. Coder. So that's not the same. So this is really cool. Now we know something that no other database in the demo scene has. Very interesting. Sinclair font by J Hash and Doctor Who Og GBF. I don't think these are demo scene nicknames. J Hash. I think this is just random person from the internet or something. So I don't think I can credit that. And Ashi logo by Amadeus level 7. That one I can probably credit. Amadeus. So many Amadeus. Level 7. Wish I could do this and it gives me the correct one. Level 7 doesn't exist as a group? That what you're telling me? Well, the Ashi logo definitely existed. So I guess I should credit him. Yeah, I'm just gonna create a group called Level 7 and a person called Amadeus. If I could find the... Here we go. I should go through all of these Amadeus and see if there's one of them that does Ashi art, because it's likely that it's that person. It has to be Danish because it's a Danish production. Although Ashi artists are pretty international, they don't really hang around with their local counterparts all that much. From my experience, oh my god, so many Amadeus. Text and code doesn't look like a Ashi artist. Musician. I do Ashi, ANSI, swap code, and friendship. I think we have our Amadeus. 95, and Henning was released in 96. So yeah, I think it's that Amadeus. I'm gonna go for it. Ashi logo, Ashi art, whatever. And now I know that this guy was also a member of Level 7. Yeah, because he says he got Amiga stuff, so I'm pretty convinced it's the same person. I'm pretty convinced. Close all of this. But there's a Breeze, a friend of Carlos, I believe. Hey XSM, welcome to the stream. Just doing some maintenance work. Nothing fancy, but thank you for dropping by. Last time I watched you do a Demozoo Maintenance live, I had it on in the background, and out of nowhere you went, because that's how we roll, motherfucker. Yeah, I do say stuff like that. We can be gangsta doing doing Demoscene database maintenance work. True gangsta. We were doing Bloodshare, and now we're done. Now we're doing Boa. Boa, I believe, is a Spanish group. I remember Boa. Why aren't they created? Why don't they exist on Poet? Why there's no boa on Poet? Why? Why? It says right here, boa. Why you no create boa? The credits are here. Boa is here. Just doesn't exist on Jewel is from boa. Spanish Jewel. That makes sense. So doesn't exist on Poet. Yes, it does. I think it's the same boa. Yes, it's the same boa. It also has Jewel. So that's kind of good, I guess. We have a duplicate here, but that's fine. I can just put an alias to that and delete this group. Other spellings. Boa. Yep. So now I need to go here. Edit this. Select the other boa that looks the same. Bam. Now, if I go to the previous boa, I'll be able to delete it once I get rid of Jewel, because he's already in a group called boa. Bam. One less duplicate. And now, go to this production Poet and tell it to add the fucking boa, because it is the same group. There we go. Okay, that's done. One last thing. Next on the list, more groups. Bohemian Grove, Tariesti slideshow. It exists, just no one bothered creating the link here. Well, that's fast to fix. Done. Next. Next up is the Bohemians. Delete this all. Still on letter B. That's the depressive thing. Like over an hour doing stuff and we still haven't finished the letter B. Barntro. Of course, it doesn't have the full listing. Why would it? That would be work. Search if Bohemians exists on Poet. It does. And fix it. It does not. We bother creating it. Why not? Why not? Submit one more glob from me. Bohemians. And we have a Demozoo ID group. Bam. And the spawn throw is also for Arctic Force. Do we have an Arctic Force on Poet? Probably also not. Why would we? Bohemians. Arctic. Oh, we do. Amazing. Do you happen to know the month that this was released? Is it on Janeway? Nope. Has effect. Yes, it does. Most demos have effects. Go figure. Is correct. Forgot to copy the link here. Okay. Now this is fixed. Be a nice goal for today to finish up the bees Oh my god, there's still... Holy shit. All the BRs. Not that many are groups, though. Brainstorm, I'm pretty sure Brainstorm is a group. Oh, there also exists Brainstorm the person. That's true. With 4 entries in his name. Four entries as a solo name on Poet? Really? And people think it's the group and not the person. Okay, not this one. Which one? This one? Not this one? Well, it could just be that he has productions with Poet links, but there is no group name or the individual called Brainstorm created on Poet, which is good. There shouldn't be. So that's fine. So we're going to ignore this Brainstorm, move on to the next thing on this. Actually, I was already going wrongly, but when I reach there again, I will know what to do. Bonsai Internet Trading. It exists. Just no one copied the link. Done. Next. Boom. Boom, the Polish group. Yeah, they organize some events and stuff. I remember them. And they have a group name. They don't have a Demozoo page here, but I can add that. Boom, boom, boom. They also have a STB link here, which I also can add. Let's add both of those. The Demozoo ID is this one, and the CSDB ID is this one. Okay. Done. 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 Next. Bopalong cats. Bopalong cats. Oh, it's Catnip and Nico. I don't think no one created this group. Yes, they did. Okay. And the group ID can also add it to... Actually, it was me that created the group. Okay. Next. There's a person called Borzom. I'm curious. Ah, and they actually made 4K intros and stuff. Borzom from Exotic Designs. So finish. Movement 96? Isn't Movement in Israel? Yes, it was. So we have an Israeli Borzom. Okay, that's interesting. Also from Movement, I'm just going to assume that this Borzom is Israeli. There's a ritual also from Israel. Yes, so yeah, participating in 3 things from Israel. Pretty sure it's from Israel. Pretty sure. Does the intro have... Oh, and there is a Borzom. Someone created the name Borzom instead of the group, or instead of the... Oh, no, I'm so confused. So there is another... So there is a duplicate of Borzoms. Same years. What's holding me back is that the group names are different. He's CSOP of, but I mean, this is such a unique name. Can't be two people from Israel with the exact very similar name. That would be way too much coincidence. So this is very likely the same person. And he was also a coder on both instances, just part of extra groups that are not listed there. I would assume that on his, as his sysop duties, if there's a BBS here, it would list all of the group names that he is a part of. Troublemakers member board, as loader, coded by Borsam in 2 minutes. Why do exotic designs consider him a member? I'm pretty sure it's the same person. Do they share any group members from Fatal Vision and Troublemakers? The Doom. What about on the Facto 2? The Facto 2 usually is very slow to load. Psychotron VVS. What can you tell me? Yes, where's the info file? No, I'm just gonna run it. It's easier than figuring this shit out. Sure, 1A, whatever. Let's see if this work. DOSBox. Psychotron VBS loader, called it by Barzum of Troublemakers. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. Because usually you like list all the groups that you're a member of. But maybe he was focusing on Troublemakers back then. In 96, was it? And the other groups, where are they from? 96, 97 as well. Let's check this tracked music. Usually on tracked music, there's some added information for stuff. So we can download it, play it on XM Play. File ID as well. No Name by Borzum, multi-channel semifinals. Okay. I need to export it so I can play it on XM Play, so I can read the information. Where's the fucking thing? Big 4, play with XM Play. Oh my god. I have any useful shortcuts when I need them. Okay, file information. And I will even let you hear the music. No information whatsoever. No message. Sample instruments are clean. Just says the name of the file. Come on. What kind of tracker musician are you? Oh, that's disappointing. Any good at least? Not even hearing because I don't have headphones. Meh. A little bit of cheese. Yeah. What? Oh, I was hearing a double. Okay. So I didn't actually listen to this because it was something else was on the background. Let's hear the track. I'm gonna ask on Demozoo if people agree if it's the same person or not. Okay, I'm gonna leave the Borzum mystery for later. Although the main point, or the main problem here is actually because it's listed on Poet is listed to the same person. Duke in particular, wasn't it? Yep. Which is actually the only one. Oh my god, this is so confusing. Like the only thing... Why did 301 create it edited like this if it's made in Puke? And Puke is the 4K. From Exotic Designs. So if this Borzum has the same spelling as the other Borzum, then it will be correct. So I will actually play Puke and see if it does. It's typed the same way. Party.com and Puke. Party version and final version, I guess. Puke 4K, presented Dolby Silence. Yes. That's such a funny joke. Can we actually have some visuals? Some text, perhaps? Puke 4K. Movement compo. Come on. Give me a Borzum with a RNS capitalized. Come on. Just a high case. Just a high case RNS. RNZ. Just something that I can cling to. Fractals. Everybody was doing fractals in the 90s. Fractals and tunnel effects. And the flame effects. Fire. Oh, the power of fire. Borzum. But it doesn't say anything about the group. Doesn't have high case. Why did 301 assume that it was written high case when he created the group? That's what I don't understand. Because it's the only production credited to him. Real-time fractals. Where it would have been nice if I knew the shortcuts to speed up DOSBox-X. But I don't. Are you puking yet? A little bit in my mouth. Two frames per second. Fractal with bump map. Not bump mapping. It was called. It's not bump mapping. Not gloss. Had a name. Bubble sorted greetings go to. Can I recognize some names? Adapt. Sivax is a famous Israeli singer. Extra violent. Checking these other groups. The Doom, like if it says the Doom, then I know that it's part of Fatal Vision. X. Come on. Linus Torvalds. I mean, your demo is for DOS, so why are you greeting Linus Torvalds? Math Master. Control F11 decreases DOSBox silos. Control F12 increases DOSBox silos. Alt F12 unlocks speed. Let's try Control F12 then. Doesn't do anything. Let's try Alt F12. Also doesn't do anything. And I do have highlight on the window. Maybe DOSBox and DOSBox X are different in terms of shortcuts. Turbo fast forward. And now I missed the text that I wanted to read. Thanks for trying, Recube, though. There was something in the end. There was something in the end, and now I have to rewatch everything to see the end. Why isn't there a YouTube capture of this? It would have been so much easier. So, Puke, let's try it again. What's the difference between the party and the other one? It's a party version, clearly. Okay. So I'm gonna not care about the party version. I'm gonna run the other one again. Now I need to go fast in the beginning. Speed of F11 and weird shit. Auto. What does auto mean? Just whatever cycles it makes sense? I'm gonna try something faster, like the X4. Maybe it will just run faster by default, but I think I still need to change the cycles. We'll see in a bit. Okay, I can do the... No, if I do turbo, it will just go fast like hell. F11 and then the weird thing. So F11 and the weird thing. Faster. Doesn't look faster to me. Has better frame rate though, so I guess that's something. Yeah, much better frame rate. It's almost like we had a real computer. Now I'll have to go through all the greetings again. Bars and movement 96. Troublemakers I already have. Necrodominic and BBS, Exotic, Mental Trip, Pika, whatever. Oh, there's a fractal effect underneath that. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Are you puking yet? The puke inside me. Inside me. Yes, I already read this. Come on. Bubble started greetings. Mental chip is from Exotic Designs. But I still don't know if this is the other part. Drink your puke, both puke, and text that I couldn't read. I'm tempted to run it again on DOSBox directly. How the fuck did I mount directories on this shit? Was demos for some puke, and then I could fast forward. Oh, there's some text here. For some, it's the same guy. It's the same guy. It's the same fucking guy. And does this say that he's a member of Exotic? Same guy confirmed. I don't give a shit. Gotta merge them. It's the same guy. So, puke. Or Zom. What's the other? This Borzom's guy. Okay, so this one needs to be changed everything to the other Borzom, and this one will go kaput. Hashtags red puke 4KB presented in Dolby. That was the same. Similar to the beginning, not exactly the same. Thanks, Recube. How the hell did you get that? Did you replay the thing on DOSBox? And Star Reach. This credited to Borzom. And here you can see Hex did the code for this one, and Borzom greeted him. So yeah. So definitely a member of Unlimited Creations and all that. So this is the one that's going to be deleted. And this, although technically speaking, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, we try to keep the oldest, the most recent ID as the main one, but this one has more links, so it doesn't really matter. Exotic Designs and Unlimited Creations. Can go directly there and edit here, and I just change to the other Borzom, so this is faster. Done. Close Unlimited Creations here, change to the other Borzom. Done. Okay, and now this one should be deletable. Yes, okay, one less duplicate on our database. Deletable. This Borzom is done. BPG Linux demo. It doesn't exist. No info file. So not much I can do about it. Brain dead software. Brain software. No one bothered creating the group made by Mentat. So why isn't Mentat listed as a member of that software if you made an entry under that? This might be the wrong Mentat actually. Yeah, because Motivate is D64. So actually this meant that should exist on CSDB, so let's fix that as well. It doesn't. It's a member of a C64 group They also did DOS stuff, okay. This was also DOS, so it might actually be the same person. Anyways. This brain that exists on Poet. Yes, but not the same one that I wanted. Create brain dead software. My doubt now is this Mentat the same Mentat for Motivate or not? I mean, he was already credited to bring that software's release, so... And Motivate... They don't seem to have many... Finnish members. Just a random Mentat listed here. Was it listed from where? CSDB? If it was CSDB, I would have found him when I searched earlier. So... Where the hell did they find the name for that? Interesting. I guess usually like some productions have a members list or an info file has a full members list and they saw Mentat there, so it just added them. And now we are left wondering if it's the same Mentat or the other Mentat. I think I should change the credits of this one to be another one and make him part of Brain Dead software. it would make sense that it's a Finnish mentat, as it's a production released in Finland. Hey, Fex. Good morning. So I'm going to assume a few things. First, that he's Finnish, which could be just randomly badly assumed, but fuck it. And I'm going to change the credit on this one to the other mentat. Okay. Now that being done, what the hell was I doing originally? Brain dead. That's it. Right here. Journal link. Fixed. The stool, not released on Poet. As expected. Are there any other links? Nope. Graphics by Sledgehammer, released at probably assembly. Or actually November, that's not assembly. Demolition, okay. Seems to be a rather short-lived group. What about these guys? Where did they go? No other names? No other affiliations? None? Wow. Interesting. Okay, well, let's keep going. Try to get done with the bees this session. Genesis by Brainless. Brainless. Genesis, no Brainless. RTSY. Not sure where that party was. I'm gonna assume France, because they are French, and I already had a feeling that it was French before I even saw the dough. So, okay, full listing of the credits. Full 4K intro from the crew in P16 Régie. How is that related? The crew was Brainless and Vic main coding. So this is not sick. What? Some confusion going on. So the Brainless that he's referring to here from Genesis is actually a person. So whatever this Brainless is not the Poet reference to this entry. So this credit here is wrong. This Brainless here. The crew in P16 Régie. What the fuck does that mean? I could try to search for other people. There are Brainless and Vic or Guido. They are, you know, working in the same group, and maybe deduce what the group of Genesis actually was. I could also take a look at the results. Maybe they have a proper listing for that. Any music compo soon? Sadly, no. We will have, I mean, there are tons of tracked music competitions happening on several demo parties. You can always submit to one of those, especially during the summer. And we'll have music competition at Inertia, and I hope you show up in person. Yeah, 6 to 8 of December. Already starting to launch. I need to finish the fucking website and release it. Genesis by Brainless. Brainless here is not the group, it's a person. So that's where the whole mistake came from. So, okay. Let's try to run this. and see if there's any group information listed. Now that we are pros in DOSBox and know how to change the CPUs and stuff. Let there be light. And there was light. And it was slow. What? I just speeded up a little bit and it crashed? It ended? So weird. Let's try that again. Wow, if I try F11 and increase the cycles, it ends. Maybe it like crashes or something? Amazing. This box is so solid. I mean, you're not supposed to be changing the clock cycle while something is playing, so it's normal that it crashes in some way in that regard. I guess we have to watch this in very slow motion until the end in hopes that something is written. Oh, come on, this isn't even moving. Even with a Pentium, it's slow as hell. It's like a squared resolution. It's really strange for DOS. Okay, next effect. Oh my god, really? We're gonna have a whole Bible declaration here? Oh my god. Oh, and it moves! Mind-blowing. Voxel landscape that moves. In 99 with horrible frame rate. And a very weird resolution. Come on, give me some text. Give me some information. Tell me what group this is. Could be searching for other stuff while this plays though, I guess. So this goes here. And this goes here. And I can search for... Oh, didn't fuck up. Okay, that's good. So I want to search for Vic. You see if there's no Vic. No Vic. What about Guido Florent? Guido Florent, do you exist? No, you do not. Ouais, merde. Sorina. Sorina. Nope. What about Serre? Serre exist? There is a Serre, a couple of Serres, but they are not French. We are looking for the French Serre. What about P16? What the fuck does P16 mean? Is it like a neighborhood or something? Could it be the postcode for France? It's 16? Like Portugal is 351? Oh, fire effect! Mind blowing. From the crew in P16 Regie. Jesus fucking Christ. Talk cryptic to me. tbdondera yahoo.com. Maybe we should give him an email. I mean, Navius still uses his yahoo.com email, so maybe Brainless does as well. What about Brainless himself? Does he exist? German group. What about a person? A person is sinner. Is up of Brainless BBS. This is really hard. What do I put? Because I mean, I want to credit this to a group. Because it was a group effort. And it says, from the crew in P16 Regie. I could... I don't even know what the Regie slang means in French. So it means anything in particular, but I doubt it. French. Roule. Jesus fucking Christ. What do I write? I mean, I can add credits to all of them and create sceners for all of them. That would be nice, but I need to call the group something. I guess this will be the name of the group. You left me no choice. I did not want to do this. You made me do this. Oh. It's a bad name anyway. Now credits, and now I can add all of the people to the credits, because why not? Sceners, they created something, they deserve it. They deserve it. So, Brainless. Code, not a group, a person. Vic. Guido Forin, responsible for the weird graphics mode, apparently. Luc Bogdan. And now if we had proper name search support on Demozoo, which was removed because of privacy things, we could search for Guido Florent and find his alias if he ever did any other thing in the demo scene. But unfortunately, because some people are assholes, we cannot have good things. Okay. So I could not fix this, but I did remove the badly assigned production from here, so that's a small win, I guess. Anyways, next up we have bro code. I'm already afraid. Nothing here, no info filed. No info file. I want to see it again. I want to go to Edison Party results. Let's see what they say there. They also say bro code. So I'm going to assume that it's a lack of group being created on Demozoo. So Bios participate in anything else? Oh, it's from Genesis project as well. Okay. It's correct, right? Yes. Okay. There we go. There you go. And now this one on Poet be called part of bro code. Hooray! One more fixed. We have a couple of bros. Bros Amiga. And Bros Commodore 64. None of them have Poet link, but at least one of them exists, right? Bros exists with 12 entries, mixing both the Commodore 64 and the Amiga. And it links the CSTB one and the Demozoo to another Bros. Great. Is the CSTB accurate between Poet and the other one? 171. Okay, at least that one is correct. So now the question is, out of the productions listed here, which ones actually don't belong to these bros and belong to the Amiga bros? So new stuff, SoundDisk 1, Trilogy Part Demo. Yep. So yes, once again, Poet is missing a proper group. Bros, Amiga, I guess. Demozoo ID. And now I have to go through these bros and update all of them. And it's even missing the Demozoo ID on them. Amiga bros, new stuff. Do we have a month? No, we don't. Submit it. Done. SoundDisk. SoundDisk intro 1. Already existing here. Trilogy Party Demo. It's also already listed here. Wrong bros. Okay. There are any of these demos listed on that list as well? The real bros. Yes. Yes, there is. Fucking hell. Tell it to my heart. So these two, Tell it to my heart and the real bros, are from the wrong bros. So I need to create a third group on Poet, also called bros, and distinguish them. Seven oh 9095. It was Tell It to My Heart and the Real Bros. Not this one. This one. D. Tell It to My Heart, the Real Bros, and Be Famous, which doesn't exist. Okay, it's listed here, so that helps. Real Bros. Let's check the other ones while we're here, but I doubt they exist. Okay, Be Famous doesn't exist on Poet, and Proposition 2 also doesn't exist on Poet. Okay, I think we're good. The damn bros. Missing the link from the D1, so it's this one. Okay, I think we're good now. This says link. This says link. What about the Amiga one? Amiga one does not have link. Okay, need to find that one. Okay, Rose is done. How close are we to getting done with the bees? Well, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel there. Still quite a few things to do. Brown art. Toy demo. Brown art. Done. Brutal. Amiga. Would not be surprised if there were several Brutals, but this one is Amiga Finnish, Amiga Finland, and it is correct. Are there really that many Brutals? Type group. Not sure why they said Amiga Phi. There are no other Brutal groups from Amiga, apparently. I don't know. I don't care. Let's keep going. Did I just notice that okay, it's working. What else? BTH Labs. PTH Labs did a screensaver a couple of years ago. PTH Labs exists. Demozoo page. Okay, just no one added the link. Good. That's fast to fix. Next. When's the Orgas? Similar thing to, yeah. Yeah, I can't fix it. Bugs. Why doesn't the group exist on Poet? I don't know. Well, I can create it. Another glob for me. Bugs. CPC. And here it's just called best, and on Poet it's called Mage's Best Demo. And here is Mage Best. So different name on all three things. It was made by Mage. Well, let's add proper credits while we're here, I guess. Oh, they already exist. Yes, they did. Mage Best. Mage Best demo. No, Mages. Mage. Okay, whatever. Next. Bitebusters. Yeah, almost done with B. Bitebusters. Bitebusters. Probably not the same. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that they're not the same. So, and this one points to the Amiga one, so that's good. I mean, it could be the same people who decided to come back or something. Don't see any MBJ or Memborg on this group members list though. So let's create new group. Bitebusters PC. What was that? Barna Bytebusters? Hmm. Okay, some Spanish thing from the 90s. Next, we're almost done. Bytecult. It's just one word, bytecult altogether. Still doesn't exist. Let's take a look at CSTB. How proficient are they? Not very. It's a coder. Okay, so it's wrongly assigned. As here is correct. Bytebolt and Civitas. Operation of Bytecult and Civitas. Okay. 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 That's fine. Fine. So I can fix it on Poet. Leave it as it is. Byte rape. Not byte rapers. Byte rape. And no full name here. Don't think I'm gonna give a damn. It's just like groups with just a single production. I mean, if they didn't bother to create the thing, why the hell am I going to? Fake groups of byte rapers, also not gonna bother fix that. CPU team. I wonder what kind of CPU team is this? Computer Platform Unlimited. So duplicate. It is a Windows instead of Atari production. So that's different. And they were active in 99. And the Atari 8-bit group was not. Fiasco was in Slovakia though, wasn't it? So probably the same team. Wet thinks it's the same. Low Tech thinks that it's not. Actually, Menace added the original information, so... And Menace is not really an Atari scener. Or a Slovakian scener, so... Probably didn't know that it was the same. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. What does the file name say exactly? CPU team and alias? Or yes, CPU team. So I'm gonna put an alias to that. Does he have credits here that links to CPU exactly? I seriously doubt this page still works, but let's try it. Would be a miracle, yeah. Any other file that might be worth checking? Info file. Would have to run it for more information. I don't think I can be bothered. I'm pretty sure it's the same one. I mean, it's listed like that here. Is this CPU the same CPU? And no one answered. I mean, it could have even been another one and they changed the link. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same. So here I'm gonna create an alias. CPU team. Bam. And here, change. I'm gonna open the old one so I have a reference of that, so I can delete it easily. Change to this one. Go to the old one. Deletable. Bam. Done. Next. Cache. The cache demo. What the fuck does that mean? Only single entry? Like a guy and he made a demo? Two graphics artists. Interesting. It says cache all over the place. Create a group. Another guap. That's it. Next. Cadets. Cadets, CSTB, one-time project team. So, yes, okay. Hitchhiker didn't bother to add the links. Demozoo and CSTB. Okay, that's done as well. Did I add? I added it. Okay, okay. So cadets are done. Cafe crew. Yes, they organized cafe party. It's really hard when they people do F. What F? What? What? I'm gonna assume this was a mistake. Single entry. I think it was a mistake. It's the first time that I see like a group name being created as the organizers of the party, but then it doesn't create. They didn't create it on Poet because it's a one-time group or something like that, so no one bothered creating it. And now we don't know what to do. Caledonia PDL. Oh, public domain library. Interesting. And they have some stuff. Which is not created on Poet, so I don't care. California Beach Boys. California Beach Boys. Quite a few packs that no one bothered adding to Poet yet. Or even demo 1. Nope, not even demo 1. Eventually someone will. Canal Cracker Crew. Wait, I'm already on C's. I can stop. I can stop. Already on C's. Overgrowth. So I don't care about that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here. I'm done with the bees, so that was good. That was a good run. We added quite a few new things. I got more globs than I fixed Demozoo, so that's not so happy about that. My aim is mostly Demozoo, not Poet. Poet will eventually die. That's my feeling. But I still added a few things that were missing on Demozoo's side, so that's really good, and it helps achieve the Poet singularity, which is my aim with this little side project of mine. As a reminder, if you missed the initial of the stream, what I'm doing right now is going through. I did a dump of the database on Poet, and I did queries listing all the releaser persons and groups that don't have a Poet link, but have a production under their credits that have a Poet link. So what I was trying to do was to find Demozoo groups that are missing the Poet.net link, so that then the automated system from Demozoo would be able to check both and cross-check if there are any similar productions. But I actually found the reverse. I actually found that Poet is missing a lot of stuff that exists on Demozoo, because the group is created on Demozoo because it's a proper group, but on Poet no one bothered creating the group because of different reasons, like it's a one-time thing, or it's there are multiple reasons for that having happened throughout the days. Anyways, ended up creating a lot of Poet groups instead of what I wanted to do, which was to fix Demozoo side. I'm gonna keep going another day, and yeah, eventually we will reach Poet parity, which is my aim. To have all the productions that exist on Poet, make sure that they exist on Demozoo, at least for the groups that are listed there. Anyways, that's it for the stream. Thanks for watching. See you on the other videos and stuff like that, or on Discord. Bye bye everybody.